Hello, and welcome to Continuum's second episode of our web series Press Play. I'm Ryan Scott, Artistic Director and Percussionist. Since 1985, Continuum has had the tremendous fortune of exploring new ideas in music in Toronto, which is home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island and has been a site of human activity for more than 15,000 years. This land is the territory of the Petun First Nations, the Seneca, and most recently, the Mississaugas of the Credit River. This territory was the subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement between the Haudenosaunee Confederacy and the Confederacy of the Ojibwe and allied nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. We are enormously grateful for the generosity of all Indigenous people who share this land with us and allow us to live and work here as uninvited guests. You may recall that over the summer months, we created an online version of our Hatch mentorship program for early career performers, composers, and a conductor. In addition to preparing the 3 world premieres from our Hatch composers, mentee performers also prepared prominent Canadian solo works for our digital episodes. At the beginning of the program, I let the performers know that if they wish to, they could consult with their Continuum mentors and prepare more than one solo work. And now in episode 2 of Press Play, we present these wonderful extra solo works from our Hatch 2020 program, introduced by the participants. We begin our concert this evening with Roxanne Sicard, a violinist based in Montreal, on the traditional lands of the St. Lawrence Iroquoians, the Mohawk, and the Haudenosaunee. Roxanne studied at the Montreal Music Conservatory and continued at McGill, where she obtained a graduate degree in performance in 2020. Roxanne was a member of the National Youth Orchestra of Canada from 2016 to 2019, where she was awarded Awards of Excellence for 4 consecutive years.
The Hatch program was a big highlight of my summer. I felt so lucky to meet such dedicated persons. Being new to the professional world of classical music, it was very inspiring to talk to other musicians and see how they're rethinking ways to broadcast music, arts, and culture. Continuum is doing so much, and I'm very grateful for being part of their Hatch program last summer. Right now, I'm trying to be proactive. I'm teaching a lot, which keeps me close to violin playing, always looking for more efficient ways to play and to communicate music. I like the relationship I have with my students. It helps me to keep going through these difficult times. Another project I have is with my boyfriend that is also a violinist. We are now a violin duet, and we're working on our website and other online options to promote our duet. So tonight I will be playing Soliloque No. 2 from Quebec composer Serge Arcuri. The meaning of the French word soliloque is a speech of a person who talks to himself or who thinks out loud. So having that in mind, you will hear 2 main contrasted ideas in the piece. And my interpretation of it is that we go on a journey through someone's thoughts, sometimes being intense, anxious, agitated, or calm. I could really relate to that. I think we all can, and that's why I enjoyed playing this piece so much. So here it is, Soliloque No. 2 from Serge Arcuri. Hope you like it.
Next, we feature clarinetist Madison Freed from Chicago on the traditional lands of the Kickapoo, Peoria, the Potawatomi, and Miami nations. Madison holds degrees in clarinet performance from the Eastman School of Music and English Literature from Suffolk University. In the summer of 2013, Madison toured Russia and England under the baton of Maestro Valery Gergiev with the National Youth Orchestra of the United States of America.
Hello, my name is Madison Freed, and I'm a clarinetist and a participant of Continuum New Music Ensemble's Hatch program for emerging young artists, which ran this summer of 2020. The Hatch program was really valuable for me, especially given the music-making circumstances of this summer. It was actually the only opportunity I had to make music with other people this summer due to the COVID-19 restrictions and the lockdown. So I gained a lot from it in just being able to collaborate with other artists, getting to reach out to members of the ensemble for just mentorship and advice, and also learning about how to put together ensemble pieces remotely, which is a really big skill given the current music-making climate. I'm currently in the last year of my master's in clarinet performance at Northwestern University. I also recently was appointed as the third and bass clarinetist for the Illinois Symphony. So I'm hoping to start that job up this summer. We'll see what continues to happen with the COVID-19 situation. The piece which you're about to hear was written by Murray Adaskin. He's a Canadian composer who was born in 1906. He was born into an artistic and a musical family. Both of his brothers were also musicians, and he went on to marry a professional soprano. Adaskin played violin in the Toronto Symphony for 10 years, and he also conducted the Saskatoon Symphony for 5 years. This piece which you're about to hear is called Vocalise, and it was dedicated to his niece, Laura Mills. Adaskin passed away in 2002 with over 100 musical compositions to his name. I hope you enjoyed this piece. Thanks so much for listening.
Finally, we feature pianist Jackie Leung. Based in Toronto, Jackie is interested in pushing the boundaries between creation and performance and also practices free improvisation. She has performed for the Audio Pollination Improvisation series and has presented solo recitals of Scriabin's Opus 8 piano etudes with free improvisations for the International Society for Improvising Musicians Conference. I'm delighted to announce that in an upcoming episode of Press Play, scheduled for early in the new year, we will feature Jackie in a recital of African-American composer Alvin Singleton's extraordinary solo piano works. I will also be delighted to join Jackie on a recital in a duo for piano and percussion, all recorded at the Canadian Music Centre.
Hi, my name is Jackie Leung. Being a part of Hatch 2020 has helped me navigate and gain confidence in handling the direction of my current career path. The Hatch mentorship also helped me discover more ways to practice my interest in anti-racism through performance. After taking the suggestion from mentor Greg O to combine poetry with piano, I looked into the poetry of Maya Angelou. Angelou is a Black American female writer and civil rights activist who was born in 1928 and died recently in 2014. She has worked for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., served on 2 presidential committees, and has over 50 honorary degrees amongst her many accolades. Her poetry is generally lauded for its depiction of Black beauty, strength of woman, and the demand for social justice, amongst other themes. Angelou's Caged Bird interested me for its imagery of the 2 birds and the theme of freedom versus oppression, which speaks to race and privilege. The caged bird, no matter how it sings, can only be heard so far, as it's continually held back from having its voice be really heard. And whatever it dreams or cries for, it may not be answered or achievable because it is caged. Meanwhile, the free bird has got the wind at its back. Having nothing to hold it back from flying anywhere in the sky, it gets to eat the fattest worms and gets to experience privileges that the caged bird can only dream about. The process in creating an improvisation for Caged Bird involved working through the poem every day or so at the piano for a fresh perspective. I tried out different sounds until I was able to improvise on the emotions that I wanted to convey of the poem, until I felt I was able to listen and react to whatever was coming out of the piano with intent. I then hit record and recorded many different improvised interpretations of this poem. But after much debate, I chose this one.
Thank you for joining us for episode 2 of Press Play. Thank you especially to Roxanne, Madison, and Jackie for sharing your artistry with us, and to their continuum mentors, violinist Carol Fagino, clarinetist Anthony Thompson, and pianist Gregorio for their mentorship in our Hatch program. We have some exciting news to share with you. The Hatch Summer Mentorship Program runs outside of our regular season programming and is made possible with the support of the Azrieli Foundation. I am absolutely delighted to announce that the Azrieli Foundation has already offered support to continue the program in the summer of 2021 for its 3rd year. Please stay tuned. We will be accepting applications for early career performers, composers, and a conductor very soon. And stay tuned for episode 3 of Press Play, which features South African composer Dr. Bongani Undodana Breen, Caribbean-Canadian storyteller Roma Spencer, and Toronto-based Hatch 2020 percussionist Nikki Joshi. It will be broadcast on November 12th at 8 p.m. And please visit our new website, www.continuummusic.ca, for details on that episode, and stay tuned for information on our many Press Play episodes to come. There, you will also be able to find it easy to find our social media profiles and sign up for our newsletters. On the homepage, there is a support button, front and center. Please consider making a donation now. And thanks for watching.